everybody, this week on Throttle Grotto, the shop gets some huge, much needed upgrades. What did I do? Find out this time on Throttle Grotto. So, I haven't been working on the cars as much, although I have been working on the Datsun a little bit. I haven't worked on the Rabbit yet. I've been working on the house and I needed a break from all that, so I decided to work on the garage. So this weekend, in addition to, which I'm not going to show you, in addition to putting a full set of Conies, by the way, if you need Conies, Tire Rack has them on sale, like super cheap right now. So I put Conies on the Sport Wagon. So in addition to that, I painted the whole inside half of the shop where I have the cars. I still need to do the bike shop side, but this was the first step. Taking care of this over my weekend, kind of like 2 days of solid hammering on this side of the garage to get it painted and pull everything down, put everything back up. But man, it made such a huge difference in here, having everything nice and bright now. So much brighter, so much fresher and cleaner. It probably won't stay this clean, but yeah, it's really nice to have fresh paint in here. I should have done this when I bought the house. Would have been a lot easier just to come in here and spray everything, but I didn't have time. Some of the things I did, the cheap things I did to make my life a little bit easier in here. I took some old angle brackets that I took out of the house and mounted them up real high there so I'd have a place to hang my broom. Those were free. I lag mounted some cables with some hooks into the rafters there so I could hang my caddy tailgate. So that looks a much nicer. It used to be over on those shelf brackets, which now there's a shelf right there. Put in a power strip here so I don't have to reach behind the toolbox to unplug and plug things in. That's just a little bit more convenient. I got this little hook here at Lowe's for hanging cords and stuff on. I might modify it a little bit somehow and maybe figure out how to hang more things off of it. But instead of hanging them on the carabiner on the side of the toolbox, I figured hanging them on something right on the wall would be nice. And I might put some other hooks here and stuff too. I put up a shelf here with some holes through it so my pegboard could hang. It's kind of janky, but it gives me a place to put welding blanket and dry erase markers for the board and stuff like that. Kind of rearranged some stuff over here. Nothing too earth-shattering. But the big thing was getting paint on the walls. And I finally wired up those lights for the swallowtail rear end. So that turned out really well. It was pretty simple to do. I bought a cheap extension cord, just a 2-prong extension cord. It was like $2. Some of these candelabra sockets and a couple of these appliance LEDs, and wired it all together. And the candelabra sockets, they just kind of almost snap back into the back side of the tail lights, so it worked out really well. And then I just ran the wire over and plugged it into my LED shop light. So I don't even have to reach up to turn them off. They just turn on when the lights come on. Looking from the back of the shop, just looks way cleaner and better. It looks better organized, although it's really not. It still looks a little better organized. I'll give you guys a quick update on the Datsun here too. So I finally had it with all of the painting and sanding and everything else, and I just laid a couple of coats of Rust Bullet. I probably could have taken that template out of there. Laid some Rust Bullet over the inside of the trunk and also the inside of the car. Just kind of laid a coat of that. I still got one more coat to do. I still got to pull that chunk of carpet out and finish up the transmission tunnel, but then hopefully I can get back to doing the wiring on this thing and finish that up. I think that's really the last thing before I try to take it for a drive is to get this wiring figured out. So one of the other things that I need to do in the garage here, as you can see, this floor is pretty cracked, and that's not really the big problem. The big problem with the floor is that here on this end, it's flush. If we go around to the other side, you can see it's dropped quite a bit. And it actually peaks in the middle. So it's directly underneath the center of the beat here. Well, you can see right here in the front where it's kind of cracked. I know you can't see the elevation, but the garage, this part of the garage floor is where I'll pull something in and work on it. Like if I need to work on the Jetta, or like a buddy of mine's coming over and I need to like work on his car real quick, I'll use this side. So one of the things I have to do this summer is I have to fix this side of the garage floor so that it doesn't get worse. And I'm having the slab jack people come out and take care of that. So if you want me to film that process so you can see how it works, I know there's hundreds of slab jack videos. There's like hundreds of slab jack videos online. So I'll probably film that process just because it's costing me a lot of money, and yeah, it might be kind of fun for you guys to watch it, to see how they take all that concrete, because it's like this, and they're going to bring it all up and level it, and they're going to level the apron along with it. So that's coming up hopefully in a couple of weeks. It's like one of those things I have to do, like to keep things from falling apart. I need to maintain them, and that's unfortunately one of the expenses. So I apologize for it not being the most exciting update, but this is pretty exciting. I'm really, I was kind of sad about doing it because I felt like I got kind of pressured in, not really pressured into it. I felt like it was something that I had to do, like to try to make the channel a little bit better, because I kind of went into it feeling like I begrudgingly had to do it. But once I got into it and I got the first part of it painted, I got super excited about it, because I'm like, this makes this look so much better, and I spend a lot of time out here, so makes it feel a little more professional, or like a place that you want to spend some time in, instead of like a dark, dingy type place. So it was a ton of work. I'm super tired. I'm sorry I'm not very high energy right now, but as you can see, this looks so much better. So let me know if you want to see that slab jack video. Like I said, I'm probably going to film it anyway, just because I'm going to be here watching them do it. I might as well fill you guys in and learn a little bit about the process while I'm at it. So I'm tired. It's been a long day. So that's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Until next time, get out there and work on something.